gives this bride away as a tax write-off?
Her mother, the IRS, and I.
Very good, very good. That's for you. You'll have to pardon Richard if he gets a little misty. It's the first time he's ever given anything away. Please be seated.
Take a deep breath.
We're gathered here tonight to celebrate a life, a candle that was snuffed out too soon. Wait a minute. That was the funeral from this afternoon. Hang on, hang on. Wrong ceremony. Oh, here it is. Okay. Sorry about that. Good evening.
Good evening.
We talked about this. Good evening. There we go. Despite all their accomplishments over the centuries, people are funny things. They rarely find happiness alone, but you never know, and often they never know, what they'll need to find each other. Sometimes it's just two people simply meeting at school. Sometimes it's a casual relationship that grows into something not so casual. Sometimes it's two people realizing that they need to be together if they're each going to feel complete. And sometimes, like Andrew and Elizabeth here, well, it's all of the above. Andrew first asked Elizabeth out exactly 10 years ago tonight, on December 1st, 2000. On the surface, their courtship seemed a little, well, odd. It involved a stolen bottle of Coke, a little bit of, well, for lack of a better word, stalking, Andrew voluntarily cleaning up after a nauseated dog, and one of the most awkward first kisses in history. Now, the sick dog was probably destiny. Beth's dad, Richard, always told her to, and I quote, "Marry a man who will clean up gross stuff and kill bugs for you, so you'll quit asking me to do it." There, sorry. Andrew, do you choose to take Elizabeth as your wife, to care for her above all others, to provide for her happiness before even your own, to treat her with honor and respect, both publicly and in private, from this moment on, bearing in mind that all your wedding vendors have already been paid? I do. Good answer. Then please place your ring on her finger. Perfect. That's good timing. Elizabeth, do you take Andrew as your husband, to care for him above all others, to provide for his happiness before even your own, to treat him with honor and respect, both publicly and in private, from this moment on, bearing in mind that he's already answered, and boy, would it be awkward if you answered differently?
I do.
You did great. Thanks. Then please place your ring on his finger. In case any of you have ever wondered where the expression tying the knot comes from, Andrew and Elizabeth, your hands wrapped around each other's, along with this cord knotted over them, symbolizes how your two lives are becoming bound together tonight. Tomorrow morning, put this cord in a prominent place in your new home, and whenever you see it, remember how you felt toward each other when you first wore it. Also, remember that even as strong as this cord is, it's not nearly as sturdy as the bond you two have already formed. It's not this simple physical thing, but rather what it stands for that will keep you two together for the rest of your lives. Having said that, Elizabeth, please repeat after me. Looking straight. I, Elizabeth.
I, Elizabeth, promise you, Andrew, that I will stand beside you in sunshine and in storm, in darkness and in light, through good times and bad.
Andrew, please repeat after me. I, Andrew.
I, Andrew, promise you, Elizabeth, that I will stand beside you in sunshine and in storm, in darkness and in light, through the good times and the bad.
Andrew and Elizabeth have been engaged for a few years now. While their engagement might technically end tonight, their lives together continue on and on because they've acknowledged their love and commitment to each other. And because of that, I can and will now declare that Andrew and Elizabeth are now husband and wife. Andrew, you may kiss your bride. And may I present to everyone here for the first time anywhere, Mr. and Mrs. Andrew and Elizabeth Alcala. It's all yours.